Jared Polin, ProGradePhoto.com, and this is your Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by Red River Paper. Now, I get asked all the time, what brand photo paper do I use in my inkjet printers? The answer is simple. I use Red River. I've been using them over every other brand for years for many reasons. One, they offer a ton of sizes. Two, they offer a ton of different surfaces, from glossy to matte to luster to fine art, metallic, and more. Now, my personal favorite Red River paper is called Palo Duro Soft Gloss Rag. It's a beautiful, thick paper that's archival and produces thick, contrasty tones. Whether you do black and white or color, it is going to crush. That's why I personally stock it in 4x6, 5x7, 8x10, 9x13, 16x20, 17x22, 17x25, and 24 and 44-inch wide rolls. Yeah, I love Palo Duro Soft Gloss Rag. To check out Red River Paper, please head on over to my unique link, which is bit.ly/FroRed, so they know that I sent you. First up, remember last year when SanDisk Extreme Pro portable SSDs were failing at a higher rate than I am at getting dates?
Sounds like me, right?
Well, to refresh your memory, people all over the internet were reporting catastrophic failures of SanDisk Extreme Pro 2 terabytes and 4 terabyte SSDs. It says terabyte. I don't know how to spell terabyte, so I wrote terabyte. And SanDisk's response to all of those issues was deafening. Basically, they ignored it and didn't reply to anyone. Well, now it looks like there might be a new solution, albeit at twice the price, from ProGrade Digital. Introducing the ProGrade Digital USB 4.0 solid-state drives called the PG10. Really? Really? We couldn't come up with something better than the PG10 name?
No.
How about the ProGrade Zippity 4000?
Poop sucker.
You know, or ProGrade Electric Speed Racer Pro to the max.
The Hut Swinger.
Nah.
I got something.
The PG10. Nailed it. Anyway, the PG10 Pro SSD is based on the latest USB 4.0 tech and comes in 2, 4, and 8 terabyte capacities, not terabyte. They are designed to achieve speeds up to 40 gigabits per second and provide real-world read and write speeds up to 2,500 megabytes a second and sustained write speeds of 1,500 megabytes a second for the 2 terabyte and 2,000 megabytes a second for the 4 and 8 terabytes. Other features include a power sensing circuit, magnetic base for solid drive stacking, uniquely designed dual heatsink for the best in-class cooling, kind of like me, because I'm like Mr. Cool.
Right.
3-year warranty, X-ray proof, and shock proof. So what's it gonna cost?
I don't know.
The 2 terabyte is $399.99, 4 terabyte is $799.99, and the 8 terabyte is $1,399.99. Yeah, it's a little pricey, but you're hopefully getting what you pay for. Now, do you have a better name than the PG10? If so, let me know down below.
PG-13.
Next up, we have a new Canon R6 Mark III rumor out of the Canon Rumors camp. According to them, the R6 Mark III was supposed to be announced by the end of 2024, but now they say it should come sometime in Q1 of 2025, kind of like me, if I ever get a girlfriend. Probably don't use that, Dan. Now, Canon Rumor says that they got to see an image of the camera, but were asked not to share it. But from what they said, it looks like that there are some subtle differences between this rumored camera and the current R6 Mark III, including a new button on top, which they didn't know anything about. Now, in terms of specs, they didn't have much in the way of speculation, but what they did have to say seemed to make sense. They claim that the R6 Mark III will stick with a 24 megapixel sensor and be focused on speed, kind of like my sex life. Jesus, Jared, really? How many self-deprecating jokes can you have in one thing?
A lot.
Anyway, it said that it will be sporting a variation of the R3 sensor, which means stacked, like the Fronos Photo money truck. On top of that, it would switch to a CF Express B and SD card slot, just like the R5 Mark II. My biggest question would be, would this get the new Digic Accelerator processor, 30 frames per second shooting, along with pre-shooting? If it does all of that, I can't see Canon coming out with an R3 Mark II. What would be the point of that?
Oh, I like money.
Now, if this is real, and I had to guess a price, I would say $26.99. Now, what would your guess be for the price? Let me know down below. And finally, Canon's #1 with a commanding lead. But Sony is catching up slowly. All of this according to Techno Systems Research and published by Nikkei. All the numbers I'm about to go over are based off of digital camera shipments, meaning how many cameras were shipped, not sold. The total volume is said to be at 7.18 million units, which is just a 0.3% decrease over the prior year. Now, according to this graph, 5 companies make up 95.3% of the overall sales. The breakdown looks like this. Canon leads the industry with 46.5%, or roughly 3.3 million units shipped, which is the same percentage they had last year. Next up, you have Sony, which gained 1.7% over the last year to account for 27.9% of the shipments, or roughly 2 million units shipped. Nikon is down 0.4 to 11.3% with roughly 800,000 units shipped. Fujifilm is up 0.2 to 6%, and Panasonic, of all companies, is down 0.5 point to 3.6%. Now, based on the data that we have, there is no way of knowing what types of cameras these are that are being shipped. But overall, to see Canon holding steady as they transition away from DSLRs seems to be a good sign for them. Panasonic's going the wrong way. Sony will continue to gain ground, and Nikon, I suspect, will continue to lose ground, but only time will tell. I didn't see Pentax or Leica on there, so I'm not sure what is up.
Who cares?
There you have it. That's your photo news fix this time around. Thank you very much for watching. Jared Polin, PhonosPhoto.com. See ya.